All right, everybody, the day of reckoning has come. The Ford GT application process has been completed, and I am very, very relieved and happy to tell you that I was not selected, unfortunately. Unfortunately for you guys. Now, a lot of people are like, whoa, what do you mean relieved? Relief was my initial reaction. I read the email, and here's the email. Dear Rob, thanks for your interest in purchasing the Ford GT. We're thrilled that you share the same passion for performance for the all-new Ford GT. The demand for the Ford GT from enthusiasts like you has surpassed our very limited production. Unfortunately, we do not have enough Ford GTs to fulfill your request at this time, period. That's when I stopped reading, and that's when I was like, whew. Now, you guys may think I'm made of money, but I'm not. There's another car in the works that was actually built for me and being tested right now to be delivered probably in the next 4 or 5 weeks, which you'll understand when you see it, why I'm relieved that I didn't get the Ford GT, because I would have been happy to get one, but very anxious about it. And I've been very upfront about this process as far as, will this Ford GT be worth the money? And that's the big gamble. And there's 500 people out there that have now been accepted to take that gamble. And you're looking at a car that was from the 2005, 2006 to the 2017 or whatever model year it will be, has tripled in price. Now, the question is why, and the question is, will it hold that value? Is it worth that? And if you read further down into the email, which I just did before I turned on the video camera, we have confirmed our Ford GT production plans for only 2 years. However, if additional production is confirmed, your application information will remain in the profile for easy updating. Which means these lucky 500 people that are going to get cars may have their cars devalued if they decide to do what most other manufacturers do, which is, now we're going to do the LaFerrari convertible. Now we're going to do whatever different model they come up with. So you're really running the risk that your car may go down in value. And the initial Ford GTs went up in value. Not initially. The production, when I first got the Gotham Ford GT in 06, we paid $10,000 under list for it through the dealership because they've been sitting on it for so long. So after that, after they started getting crashed, after they cut the production on the car in half almost, then the value started creeping up because they built a good car. That was a V8, it was very moddable, it was able to make a lot of horsepower, it was reliable for the most part, and that's what drove the value of those up. This one, I can tell you for sure, looks amazing. It's a great looking car. The big question mark is all these people that have now been accepted to buy one, which luckily I was not one of them, all these people that have been accepted to buy one, they now have a gamble on their hands, because is the car going to be worth $450,000? Is Ford able to produce a car that's worth $450,000? There's a difference with the collectible aspect, and that's also a bubble as well. Most of the old Ford GTs with any sort of miles are trading in the 250s. So you see them online for $450 with 3 miles on it on the Heritage car. That doesn't mean they're all worth $450,000. So I don't know. I'm sort of relieved that I'm not getting one. The car that I do have coming in is going to be very impressive, very awesome, very excited to show that to you guys. That was a much longer, harder process, but the car has a defined value, and it's actually, when they sell it to you, it's actually worth more than what they're selling it to you for. So exciting things, and that's a good side of the equation to be on. It's been many, many years, and I've had to buy many, many cars to get to that side of the equation, and I'm very happy to be there. The Ford, on the other hand, it's yet to be seen. Nobody's driven one. Nobody knows if it's a good car, if it's not a good car, if it just looks really cool, if it's moddable enough that it can hold the same appeal other than just looking like a badass car show car. And the NSX sort of has that problem. It looks okay. The performance is there, just not excitable enough. And that's going to be the question with the Ford GT. Congratulations to those who did get it. I am not one of them. That answers all of your questions. If you're emailing me or tweeting me or Instagramming me or asking me this question on any other video, all I'm going to do is say, look up my video on what happened with me in the Ford GT, and you can find out. So good luck, or not good luck, congratulations to everyone who got one. I was not one of them. Good things to come for me though, so keep an eye on the channel. Should be beginning of September, I will reveal my new car, and I think you guys will be impressed. But it was a fun juggle. It was nice to be in the process. And at the very least, Ford knows who I am. Who I are. Ford knows who I are right now. So if any of those 500 people say like, I just wanted to see if I can get one, I may still get one. We'll see. We've proved that the DuPont registry, and I think it was Autoblog or whoever those websites were that said top 5 choices to get the Ford GT, and I was one of them. You guys were really wrong. I wasn't even in the top 500. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the support.